Yes, he is. Shane's visited the family on a number of occasions and they get on very well together. Of course, his Auntie Joan still remains the tops, as he puts it. But he's happy with them and he shouldn't have any problem settling in.
Oh, I see. Of course, I knew this was a possibility right from the start. It's just... Well, I'm glad that Shane has found a family so quickly. Every child needs a family.
I know he'll never forget his Auntie Joan. And we wouldn't stand in the way of any arrangements you may be able to make with the Taylors. G'day, Taylors! You should have waited till I answered your knock.
Sorry. Didn't want to keep Auntie Joan waiting. Gonna have a beaut day, eh?
Uh-huh. The best.
Hey! Look, that last night. I owe you, okay? Not telling Desmond, I mean. One beating's enough from her.
I wouldn't waste your breath, Harvey. I couldn't care less how many times you get beaten up.
Expect me to come across last night, eh? Can't take a knockback? Is that it? Well, up yours.
Now, you listen to me. I wouldn't waste my time on you. I couldn't care less if you get splattered around the walls of this prison every day before breakfast. But I care about Myra. She doesn't enjoy hurting people, you know.
Well, great. All she has to do is hang up her gloves. We won't mind.
Yes, she might have a chance if it wasn't for scum like you. Now, clean that up. Murphy will be on his round soon.
You'll get yours, you fat dyke bitch.
Have you found your cockroach yet? Oh, I almost forgot to tell you my exciting news. Hear what? Well, Bobby and I wrote to those men up in isolation, and guess what? They wrote back. Kidding. Show. Looks like they used to put dunny paper. Oh, don't be awful. Haven't they got manly names? Frank and Matthew. I used to know Spunkle.
But there.
Nothing, it's just a trick. I'll show you later.
Yeah, I bet it is. You took your own sweet time.
Oh, sorry.
Can you go into skip duty? Kelly's making a phone call, knowing her she'll stretch it out till lunchtime.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, Brad. There's no peddling drugs. What makes you think that?
Well, Fran and some of the others were really tripped out last night.
Thought there was something up there.
You don't know anything about it?
No.
Okay, I'll try and find out what I can, but I want you to keep this from Myra. She's got enough to worry about at the moment.
Yeah, fair enough. You think it's Lou then?
Well, she was certainly peddling something last night in the rec room.
I wouldn't be surprised at anything that bitch should do. Look, I don't want to be asking too much, but the laundry truck's going to be here in an hour. Do you think we could get some work done?
Just going, Myra.
Name?
Hey?
Who are you calling?
Oh, Chancellor. Hey, where's Miss Ferguson?
Day off.
Wouldn't be worn out looking after them blokes. Not her cup of tea, eh? Reckon it must be more fun tucking them in than us. Shh. You ought to put yourself down for the graveyard shift and then you would... Oh, good, she's home.
Who's speaking? Sorry, wrong number.
What's the matter? You, dialed the wrong number.
No, you did, Kelly. You know damn well TV stations and press numbers are not on your call list. So don't try another trick like that with me or I'll put you on a charge.
Oh, go on, Mrs. Slattery. Be a sport. I only want to find out what happened on my favourite soap the other night. But can't I just...
You've had your phone call for the week.
But that's not fair. I didn't get to speak to them.
Tough. Now move it, Kelly, or I'll get the charge book out right now.
Jeez.
90 over 45.
Good. Thank you, nurse. You can dispense with the ECG. And how are you this morning, Mrs. Morris?
Pretty weak.
It's understandable. You've lost a lot of blood.
Nurse told me I'd been operated on.
You had a ruptured spleen. We had to remove it. A few broken ribs. Very minor compared to what you've been through.
Anne. Mrs. Reynolds.
Oh, yes, she's fine. In fact, she's coming up to see you later on.
Good.
That's the spirit. We'll have you up and out of here in no time. As long as you do as you're told.
Don't feel like backing the rules.
Good. You just lie back and let us spoil you. That baby's had enough excitement for a while. Your baby. It was touch and go there for a while, but we managed to save it.
Yes, of course I see her, but what's happened to upset her? There's nothing... She's going to be all right, isn't she?
Physically, yes. I am rather worried about her mental state, though. She became extremely agitated when I mentioned we'd saved her baby. Do you know any reason why she might want to reject the child?
Ex-pregnant?
Well, yes. 3 months. You didn't know?
Has said anything to her about Philip Cleary?
Well, not yet. Is there some problem?
I'd like to see it now, Doctor.
Well, yes, of course. Look, but you're not moving yet. I'll get you a wheelchair.
Damn, where did I put that blast? Come in.
I've got McRae here. Will we wait, or can you see him now?
Oh, no, let him come in.
Mrs. Barry, I'm sorry to be so insistent, but it is important.
You did get that television set you requested?
Yes, thanks. It's much appreciated. But I'm afraid that only solves part of our problem. You do realize we've been here 24 hours and have not yet had an exercise period. Well, I'm sorry, Mrs. Barry, but I think you'll find that you're breaking the rules. And I don't need to tell you the sort of trouble that could lead to.
You have to understand we don't have separate security for you. I have put in a request for extra male officers, but I've yet to receive a reply.
Which could take weeks, right? Look, I'm sorry to hassle you, but isn't there some way you could manage to get us out for at least part of the day?
Well, I'll look at the rosters and see if I can't arrange something during the women's lunch hours. Is that all?
There's just one more thing. Has the department said anything about how to occupy our time in here, like work facilities or something?
Well, it is under consideration, but as we have to keep you isolated from the women, it's making things very difficult. I just don't... Wait a minute. Would you consider gardening? That would solve all our problems.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that'd be great. And I'm sure the others will be in it, too.
Good. Then I'll get onto it right away, and I promise you it won't take weeks.
Thanks. Well, back to the penthouse.
Yes.
But are you sure it's... I mean, didn't they cover that eventuality when they checked you over?
They told me to come back for tests, just in case. I couldn't. I just couldn't face it anymore.
Oh, Meg. I don't know what I can say to help you. You hear?
I kept telling myself it wasn't possible to get pregnant after such an attack. It just wasn't possible. Now what am I going to do?
Give yourself time. Once you feel better in a day or two, you'll be able to think more clearly.
All that time, Philip begged me to talk to him. I want him now. Would you ask him to come and see me?
I'm sorry. The hospital won't allow visits yet. Just try and relax for a while.